Have you ever done something to your dog, thinking it was an act of love, but in reality, it was quietly hurting them? Most dog owners don't even realize it. Vets around the world keep warning about it. But the truth is, millions of dogs still suffer every single day. If you love your furry friend, if you truly want them to live a long, happy, and healthy life, then you need to hear this. Because today, I'm going to reveal the hidden mistakes that most dog owners make without knowing and why vets beg us to stop. Stay with me until the very end, because the biggest mistake, the one that almost every owner is guilty of, will shock you to your core. Think about this. Dogs can't speak our language. They can't sit you down and say, "Hey, this thing you're doing really scares me," or "That habit of yours is making me sick." They suffer in silence. And because of that, many small, innocent-looking things we do, things that feel like kindness, are actually damaging their trust, their body, and even their heart. Let me start with a story. A woman named Sarah adored her golden retriever, Max. Every morning before leaving for work, she gave him a huge bear hug and a quick kiss on the head. She thought this was the sweetest way to say goodbye. But what she didn't know was that Max hated it. He felt trapped. He felt smothered. To him, that hug wasn't love. It was stress. And over time, Max began to avoid Sarah in the mornings. His tail stopped wagging, his ears pinned back. He wasn't excited anymore. Sarah had no idea her loving hugs were slowly breaking her dog's trust. And that's just the beginning. Mistake hash 1. Hugging too much. Dogs aren't humans. Most of them don't like long, tight hugs. It makes them feel restrained, like they can't move. For many dogs, that triggers anxiety, even fear. While we see hugs as comfort, many dogs see them as a warning. Vets say this is one of the most common misunderstandings between humans and dogs. The truth: if your dog leans into you, presses against you, or climbs into your lap, that's their version of a hug. Let them choose closeness instead of forcing it. Mistake hash 2. Yelling or scolding. Here's another one. Imagine you come home to find your dog chewed up a shoe. You explode. "Bad dog," you shout. Your dog lowers his head, maybe even rolls on his back, and you think, "Good, he knows what he did wrong." But vets and behaviorists say no, that's not guilt. That's fear. Dogs live in the moment. They don't connect your anger to something they did hours ago. All they know is that their favorite human is suddenly scary. Over time, constant yelling destroys trust. Your dog becomes anxious, less confident, and sometimes even aggressive. Vets beg owners to use calm correction and redirection instead of shouting. Mistake hash 3. Leaving dogs alone. Too long, picture this. A dog waiting by the door, staring at the clock that never moves, hoping their best friend will return. Dogs are social creatures. In the wild, they live in packs. Being left alone for 8, 10, or 12 hours a day is torture. Many owners don't realize that long loneliness can cause depression, destructive chewing, non-stop barking, even health problems. Vets recommend mental toys, slow feeders, or even a dog walker if you can't be home. The truth is, leaving a dog isolated day after day quietly breaks their spirit. Mistake hash 4. Feeding the wrong human treats. Here's a mistake that can cost a life. How many times have you slipped your dog a piece of food from your plate? A little chocolate chip? A grape? An onion? Maybe even fatty meat. You think it's love. But to your dog, it can be poison. Vets say some of the most heartbreaking emergencies come from innocent feeding mistakes. Dogs don't process food like we do. Even small amounts of certain foods damage their liver, kidneys, or brain. A treat for us could mean suffering for them. Mistake number 5, using punishment-based training. Now let's talk about collars, hitting, or shock devices. Some owners believe harsh punishment teaches a dog faster. But the truth, it doesn't build respect. It builds fear. Fearful dogs shut down. They stop trusting. Some even snap back in aggression because they don't feel safe. Vets and trainers around the world agree. Positive reinforcement works better, lasts longer, and makes your dog actually enjoy learning. And yet, these aren't even the most dangerous mistakes. There's one thing, the single biggest mistake, that almost every owner makes. And it's one that vets can't stop warning about. But before we get there, let's look at a few more that quietly harm our dogs every day. Mistake #6. Skipping exercise. Dogs aren't designed to be couch potatoes. They need movement. Exercise keeps their weight balanced, their joints healthy, and their mind sharp. Without it, dogs grow restless, destructive, and unhealthy. Imagine if you had to stay inside one room for your entire life. That's what it feels like for dogs who never get long walks or play. Exercise isn't an option, it's a need. Mistake number 7. Ignoring dental care. This one surprises many owners. It's just teeth, they say, but vets warn that poor dental care can shorten a dog's life by years. Bacteria from dirty teeth enters the bloodstream, damaging the heart, liver, and kidneys. And the worst part? Dogs hide dental pain. They keep eating, keep wagging, even while their mouth burns with infection. Regular brushing, safe chew toys, or professional cleaning saves lives. Mistake #8. Forgetting mental stimulation. A bored dog is an unhappy dog. In the wild, dogs spend hours hunting, sniffing, problem-solving. At home, if all they do is sit and wait, they lose that spark. Chew puzzles, scent games, obedience tricks, these aren't just fun. They give a dog's brain the workout it craves. Without it, boredom leads to anxiety, digging, barking, even depression. Mistake #9. Using strong chemicals at home. Here's one many people never think about. Household cleaners, air fresheners, even scented candles can release fumes that dogs breathe in every day. Their lungs are smaller. Their sense of smell is 100 times stronger. What's just a fresh smell to us can be toxic to them. Vets often see dogs with allergies, skin rashes, and breathing issues caused by hidden chemicals. And now, we come to the mistake that breaks vets' hearts the most. The biggest mistake: treating dogs like humans, instead of dogs. This is the truth most owners don't want to hear. The most dangerous mistake is humanizing your dog too much. We dress them up, feed them table scraps, hug them like children, scold them like kids. But dogs aren't little humans. They have their own needs, their own language, their own instincts. Vets say that when we ignore who they really are, when we treat them as humans instead of dogs, we damage their health, their happiness, and their bond with us. Think about it. A dog doesn't want birthday cake. They want your time. They don't need 100 toys. They need your patience. They don't crave human words. They crave your calm presence. When we love dogs in a human way, we sometimes end up hurting them. But when we love them in a dog's way, through exercise, play, boundaries, and affection, we give them the life they truly deserve. So here's the final message vets want every owner to hear. Stop forcing human habits on your dog. Stop hugging when they pull away. Stop yelling when they can't understand. Stop leaving them alone all day. Stop feeding them food that hurts. Instead, start seeing the world through their eyes. When you do, you'll unlock a deeper bond, a happier pet, and a healthier friend for life. But here's the part that will stay with you. Dogs never complain. They never shout, "Stop!" They simply endure. They give us love, no matter what. They wag their tails even when we make mistakes. And maybe that's why vets beg us so desperately to stop doing these things before it's too late. And now, here's something that will surprise you even more. Did you know your dog has a secret way of testing whether they can trust you or not? It's something most owners completely miss. And once you see it, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. That's what we'll uncover in the next video.